In the beginning, there was a world teeming with life, where the sun cast its golden rays upon the lush fields, and the earth sang with the vibrant colors of blooming flowers and ripening grains. In this world, Demeter reigned supreme, the goddess of agriculture and the nurturing spirit of the harvest. She was revered by farmers and villagers alike, her name whispered in prayers and offerings, for they knew that without her grace, the earth would yield nothing but barren soil. Her laughter was the melody of summer, her tears the rain that nourished the crops.
Demeter was not only a goddess of the harvest, but also a mother, fiercely devoted to her only daughter, Persephone. From the moment of her birth, Persephone embodied the essence of spring. Her laughter was the sound of buds bursting into bloom, her footsteps the gentle patter of raindrops on thirsty earth. Demeter nurtured her with the utmost care, teaching her the secrets of the land, the rhythm of planting and harvesting, the magic of seeds and soil. Together they roamed the fields, gathering wild flowers and sharing dreams of a bountiful future. As Persephone blossomed into a young woman, her beauty became a reflection of the earth's vitality. Flowers bloomed in her presence, and the sun seemed to shine a little brighter. Yet, as the seasons changed, so too did the balance of the world. The earth, while rich and fertile, was also home to darker realms, and beneath its surface lay the kingdom of Hades, the lord of the underworld. He watched from his shadowy domain, captivated by Persephone's radiant spirit, longing to claim her as his own. One fateful day, while Persephone wandered through a meadow, gathering flowers with her friends, the ground trembled beneath her feet. The earth split open, and from its depths emerged Hades, cloaked in darkness, his eyes gleaming with an insatiable hunger. Without a word he seized Persephone, pulling her into the shadows of the underworld. The sky darkened, and the laughter of the meadow faded into silence, replaced by the haunting echoes of despair. Demeter, sensing the absence of her daughter, rushed through the fields, calling out Persephone's name. Her heart raced with fear, and the once vibrant colors of the earth began to dull. Days turned into weeks, and still there was no sign of her beloved child. The crops began to wither. The once bountiful harvests turned to dust. The people cried out to Demeter, begging for her to restore the earth's fertility, but her grief was a heavy shroud that stifled all life. In her desperation, Demeter sought the counsel of the gods. She traveled to Olympus, where she pleaded with Zeus, the king of the gods, to intervene. "My daughter is lost to the shadows," she cried, her voice trembling with anguish. "Without her, the earth cannot thrive. The seasons have turned against us, and winter grips the land in an unyielding embrace." Zeus, moved by her sorrow, understood the gravity of the situation. He knew that balance must be restored, and so he sent Hermes, the swift messenger, to the underworld to retrieve Persephone. In the realm of Hades, Persephone found herself in a world unlike any she had ever known. The air was thick with darkness, and the landscape was barren, devoid of the colors and warmth of the surface world. Hades, though stern and imposing, was not without a certain charm. He offered her a throne beside him, promising her riches and power, but Persephone's heart ached for the sunlit fields and the laughter of her mother. She longed for the gentle touch of spring and the sweet scent of blooming flowers. As Hermes approached, he found Persephone sitting alone on a cold throne, her spirit dimmed but not extinguished. He spoke gently, revealing Demeter's anguish and the plight of the earth. Persephone's heart swelled with love for her mother, and she yearned to return to her. But Hades, unwilling to let her go, offered her a pomegranate, its seeds glistening like rubies in the dim light. "Eat this, and you shall be bound to me," he warned, his voice smooth as silk. "You will be my queen, and the underworld will be your home." Persephone hesitated, torn between her desire to return to the world of the living and the weight of Hades' offer. In a moment of weakness, she tasted the fruit, savoring its sweetness, unaware of the consequences that would follow. As Hermes guided her back to the surface, Persephone felt a tug at her heart, a connection to the underworld that could not be severed. When Demeter saw her daughter emerge from the shadows,
Her heart soared with joy, but it was short-lived. Persephone's eyes held a depth of sorrow, a reflection of the darkness she had encountered. "Mother," she whispered, "I have returned, but I am forever changed. I have tasted the fruit of the underworld, and now I am bound to it." Demeter's heart shattered at the revelation. The bond between mother and daughter was sacred, yet the weight of Persephone's choice would alter the very fabric of their existence. In that moment, Demeter understood the cruel balance of life and death, of light and darkness. She embraced Persephone, tears streaming down her cheeks, and together they wept for the loss of innocence. As the days turned into weeks, the earth began to heal, and the flowers bloomed once more. But the cycle of seasons had shifted. Persephone would spend half of the year with Hades in the underworld, and the other half with Demeter on the surface. Each time Persephone descended into the depths, Demeter's heart would grow heavy with grief, and the world would succumb to winter's chill. The trees would stand bare, the fields would lie fallow, and the winds would howl in mourning. Yet, when Persephone returned, the earth would awaken from its slumber. The flowers would burst forth in a riot of colors, and the sun would shine down upon the land, breathing life into every corner. The people rejoiced, celebrating the return of spring, their gratitude directed toward Demeter, who had fought against the darkness to reclaim her daughter. In the years that followed, the story of Demeter and Persephone became a legend, a poignant reminder of the delicate balance between joy and sorrow, life and death. The farmers would gather in the fields, sharing tales of the goddess who nurtured the earth and the daughter who danced between worlds. They honored Demeter with offerings of grain and flowers, their prayers a testament to the love that transcended the seasons. As the years turned to decades, and decades to centuries, the cycle continued. The world experienced the ebb and flow of life, a rhythm dictated by the bond between mother and daughter. Each spring, as Persephone emerged from the underworld, Demeter would welcome her with open arms, and the earth would burst forth in celebration. But as autumn approached, the bittersweet knowledge of their impending separation loomed over them like a shadow. In the quiet moments of their reunion, Demeter would often reflect on the nature of love and loss. She understood that her bond with Persephone was both a blessing and a curse, a reminder that life was a tapestry woven with threads of joy and sorrow. The earth, too, mirrored this truth. It flourished in the light and withered in the dark, a cycle as ancient as time itself. And so, the story of Demeter and Persephone endured, echoing through the ages, a testament to the resilience of love and the inevitability of change. The farmers would tell their children of the goddess who walked among them, her heart intertwined with the rhythms of the earth. They would teach them to honor the seasons, to celebrate the bounty of the harvest, and to remember the bittersweet dance of life that played out beneath the sun. In every seed sown and every crop harvested, the spirit of Demeter thrived, a reminder that even in the depths of winter, hope lingered just beneath the surface. For as long as the earth turned and the seasons changed, the love between a mother and daughter would continue to shape the world, a timeless narrative that resonated in every heart.